Hey guys, welcome back. Houston Math Prep here. In this video, we're going to look at how to solve equations that are quadratic in form. That means they don't quite look like the quadratics we're used to, but if we take a closer look, we can use the same solving strategies to find their solutions. In general, we say that an equation is quadratic in form if we notice that when placed in descending degree order, we have the following pattern. If we have these two terms where the first power is double the second, okay, so for example, we might have to the fourth power and squared, or to the 10th power and to the 5th power. As long as our highest power is double our other power, and then we simply have a constant here, then we would say that is quadratic in form. And the way that we can work with that is we can make a substitution. So we can say, let y be equal to that middle value. Let y be equal to x to the z power. If we make that substitution, then y squared would be equal to x to the 2z. And so we would get an equation like a to the y squared plus b to the y plus c equals 0. And that is our usual quadratic standard form that we know how to solve using lots of different methods. So let's take a look at some examples like this. All right, in our first one, notice we have x to the 4th power and we have x squared and then a constant. So because our highest power is double our only other exponent, this equation is quadratic in form. So we're going to set up and say, let y be equal to x squared. With that being the case, y squared would be equal to x to the 4th. So if we make those substitutions, we have now the equation y squared minus 13y plus 36 equals 0. This is a normal quadratic equation that we can solve using whatever method is most comfortable for us. I noticed that this one factors, so I'm going to go ahead and factor this. So, placing y in both of the beginnings of my binomials, I look for numbers that multiply to give me positive 36, but add to give me negative 13, I get negative 9 and negative 4. Continuing to solve like we normally would by setting our factors separately equal to 0, y minus 9 equals 0, and y minus 4 equals 0. So this gives me y equals 9 and y equals 4. Now it is time to return to our original substitution, because remember, when we're solving, we're looking for the value of the variable in the original equation, in this case, x. So y was equal to x squared. So that means, replacing y with x squared, I have x squared equals 9. Oh dear, I wrote 9 over here when I meant 4, so let me fix that real quick. There we go, y equals 4 on that side, so that means x squared equals 4. And now we can use normal solving methods there to solve for x. So I'll take the square root of both sides, remembering that when I solve using the square root, I need positive and negative. So I get x equals positive and negative 3. Same here, take the square root of both sides, I get x equals positive and negative 2. So I actually have 4 solutions here. X equals positive and negative 3 and positive and negative 2. Alright guys, that does it for this quick intro video on solving equations quadratic in form. If you want to see more examples, catch us in the next video.